Welcome to Understand the Times. This is our sixth report, and I'm doing this early in the morning. Actually, it's about 4:30, and we're waiting to get together to leave. A very long day today as we go visit a couple locations where Bryce Home widows are located. One is in a region which is an extremely dry, arid area where the people are suffering. And we have a number of Bryce homes there. Then we're going to go to another location. Actually, it's a village, and we'll give you more information on that later. But about a third of our Bryce homes are located in that area. Just so you get a perspective of how this works, the Bryce homes are not just 2 or 3 locations. They're spread out in an area over hundreds of square miles, which means it's very difficult on a monthly basis for our leaders, board members, volunteers to be able to take the resources, the food resources around and distribute. So I've done this a number of times. Each time that we come here, I like to be able to go along so I can see firsthand. In the region where we have been, we had gathered the widows together in one location, because it's just getting too big. And I wanted the brothers that are with me, Brent Harrell from Rome and Kevin Fox from Eston, Saskatchewan, I wanted them to see how the program has expanded. So we brought the widows together to one location, which is unique, and then we gave them a meal. We shared with them, encouraged them, and then we were able to distribute food. And how that happened was the food was brought there by our people and in a large container, and then the widows were able to get drivers, that is bikes, we call them peakies, motorbikes, strap on the load. And I mean, it's a load. I don't know how they ride the bike carrying this material, but they strap them on in bags and then take them back to their homes. Later, while we're here, we're going to go around and visit as many widows as possible. Yesterday, in one of our reports, I interviewed Leah, and I want to bring her up again. Leah is an example of how a widow was brought out of desperation and now has hope and has a smile on her face, and she desperately wants us to come and visit her family, her children, say, please bring these people that have come to help us. They see it literally as a miracle. So one of our accomplishments so far is to visit about 60% of the Bryce homes, widows in one location. And yesterday we had a one-day gathering for pastors in the region. And this is where I let Pastor Brent Harrell from Rome address the pastors, a pastor addressing pastors dealing with issues, important issues here in Kenya that really need to be addressed. And I'm going to do a separate interview with Brent so that I can give you his perspective of what he observed, but also to give an overview of the messages that he presented. But I can tell you for now, the reports that came back from the people who were there is that they had never, ever heard anything like it before. Pastor Brent told them what it means to be a pastor. That is a servant, not a leader who lords it over people and has a title. And although we don't want to be overcritical here, there's so many people that are in ministry in Kenya as a business, and not in the desire to be able to serve others. They want to find out what they can get for themselves rather than to give to others. So Brent addressed this, and I think it will make a big difference. They've already asked him, if he could come back and teach another group or continue to teach the same group. And this is a fulfillment of Brent's own vision that he's had for years, to be able to come out, somehow get alongside Kenyan pastors and train them and raise them up so that they could be servants. So today's going to be a long day. I wanted to just kind of give a summary while we're waiting here for the restaurant to open up so we can have coffee before we leave. You have to be very careful here in Kenya where you eat and what you eat. And I think anybody that's traveled to a third world nation can understand how difficult that can be. Besides battling the mosquitoes, which I've never seen as many as there are this year, I'm glad I'm taking malaria pills, because if there's malaria out there and mosquitoes are carrying it, there's a good chance that some of us are going to get it. So this is the nature of being in the ministry in a third world country. We keep coming back because the Lord has put it upon our heart. And thank you for those that are continuously listening to the reports. I know in perspective, the numbers of people that are on our website, there's only a handful that actually pay attention to what we're doing in the Bryce Homes program. But you know what? It's a few people that make a big difference. And those that are listening, I know are praying for us. They're faithful. We hear reports back from them that they listen to the reports on a daily basis. So that's why we continue to do it. So we will be back again with another report. Thank you for listening. This has been Understand the Times.